Alright, everybody. What is up? We are back for the fourth episode of the day. I know it's a lot of mega bonking today, but I have some Coke with me. I'm a little energetic. So oh, so good. I love Coke so much. It's unhealthy the amount of Coke I drink, but I just can't stay away from it. I'm addicted to Coke, basically. Let me get Ninja. Will I try him out? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm going my goat right here. My third goat. Alright, let's get it started, chat. I'm actually quite happy right now. Mainly because there's a YouTuber who I've been following for some time. And that time has been like a week. And they're finally starting up a Discord server, so woohoo! Can finally find another place to chat in. Yeah. But yeah. She makes great content. She's a YouTube, she is a Roblox, YouTuber. And I know how much, I know I've stressed how much I hate Roblox and how toxic that community is. But, her channel is supposedly a safe place for queers, and neurodivergent people and shit like that. So, you know, and I genuinely enjoy their content, and they seem like a good person. So, when they eventually open up that Discord server, right now they're going through mod application shit. But yeah, when she eventually opens up the Discord server, I'm probably gonna join it. Because I've been a little lonely when it comes to Discord. Only really having a few friends that I talk to anymore, and I barely chat in. I barely chat in other Discord servers. I don't know. I'm shaking. I should probably go explore. I barely chat in other Discord servers, so to like have, or to at least have a game plan as to what I'm gonna do next. Really good, good stuff. Anyways, on from that. I think give me some new manga today. Also, usually every Friday, since I have an allowance. Oh shit, I didn't see it. Since I have an allowance, from other sources of money, that my mom makes and my dad, I am fortunate to have a allowance every Friday, which is about $15-ish. And I end up using that money to buy manga to add to my manga collection. I don't know if I've shared that information before, but there you go. Of course, if any of you have watched any videos before I started up Megamonk, and so basically anything before I got my PC, then you would know that I have a giant manga collection that I have in the back, or behind me, and it's pretty chill. I only really read manga during school because that's really the only place I can focus, despite the fact that my school is shitty and like well, it's not shitty, but to the main point, there's some stuff that has made high school for me super hard and stressful. So I do find it hard to find times to read manga during school, because like school is like the only real place I can focus and read manga. Really. But hopefully my schedule is a lot more relaxed. So I can read more manga and such. Because I really love manga. It's I would say a big part of my life, but it's only been apart for like, I'd say a year. But for counting the time where I didn't have a manga collection, I guess it would be longer. But like, I didn't truly start loving manga until I had a manga collection, if that makes sense. Oh, I forgot to put my landing up. Let me go do that real quick. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I did it. Also, this is horrible. This is a very bad run. No damage on the sand golem. Poison pots. Not really leveling up much. Should probably be leveling up. If I can get aura, that'd be really good for my next level. I just need more levels and stuff. Okay, ow. I also need to stop getting these. Also, I don't see the point to size when it's projectiles. The only... since projectiles are mainly targeted to specific enemies, there's no real point in having a size totem, but I guess if I get aura, it's pretty good. But yeah, my school schedule sucks. I hate it so much. I mean, if we're taking it at like surface value, it's not bad. I do have classes that I chose and actively like. For example, I have a mythology class. I'm super into Greek mythology, and like, of course, I play Hades too. Of course, I'm into Greek mythology. But even before I played Hades too, I was super into Greek mythology. You know, I had a Latin class in my middle school, and that did have a whole bunch of like mythology stuff. Even though Latin isn't really Greek, but it's more, I guess you could say Roman. But yeah, it had a lot of mythology in that class, is the point I'm trying to make here. So, Jesus Christ, I'm doing piss poor on this run. So yeah, oh my god, dude! That just made me lose my entire train of thought. That's great. Ah, this Coke is so good. Okay, I guess we'll go Ninja. But yeah, I have a good schedule, but like, how do I explain it? What makes the schedule so bad is that, there are certain stuff that I, have to do in order to not go to detention. One of those things is making sure I do every single assignment, because if I miss one, without an excuse. Also, he does fucking flips, dude. This is actually kind of sick. Yeah, if I just miss an assignment, I get detention, and I have to stay after school for 2 hours. Well, it's more like an hour and 30. I don't think they're legally allowed to keep me for 2 hours. But yeah, me and a lot of other students find that bullshit, because like, I guess zeros are more important when it comes to, like, the beginning of the school year. But, like, when it's, like, mid-school year and I have, like, a million different assignments done under my belt, a zero doesn't mean much anymore. Like, sure, a zero may mean that, that my grade gets lowered, but, like, yet again, that's more of a beginning of the school year issue. Or a beginning of the semester, or 9 weeks, I guess. I don't know. I find it really bullshit, because I am the type of kid that where I'm too stressed out, I'll just drop an assignment and not do it and tank the zero. I did that a whole bunch in my freshman year. Because I found it fair. I don't think that I should stress over an assignment that I don't really have to do, other than like a zero. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's an elite. Why must you do this to me? Anyways, I'm really talkative today. I don't know why I'm so talkative. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I get more time to read manga. Oh, Power Gloves. I did not read what those did. But yeah, I don't think... Oh, is it that thing? Oh, it's that thing. Okay. I'm gonna refresh. Ooh, I'll take that. I'll happily take that. But yeah, I also get stressed easily. So when I'm just overwhelmed, I tend to just break down. So when I'd say I'm overwhelmed, back in my when I was overwhelmed in freshman year, I just drop like 1 or 2 assignments and tank the 0 later on, or hell, just not do them at all, miss the due date, and turn them in late. Because then at least I get a grade. But here it's just like, doesn't matter if it's late or not. Like, if it's a 0, then you're just detention, just instantly, and that sucks to me. And fuck that guy so much. Oh, Scorpionacy. I don't know if I'm doing much against Scorpionacy. Ooh. Please die, please die, please die. Anyways, where was I going with this? I think it's really bad for students' mental health, and a lot of there's more stuff that people don't really like the principal for that he did, such as like the crazy dress code, which I guess it's kind of up to opinion whether you like a dress code or not. But like this dress code of mine is like you can't even girls can't even show their shoulders because apparently it's distracting. I mean, I guess it could be to a lot of fucking gooners out there, but like have some faith in your students, bro. By the way, that dress code was broken so much. Like, I have a friend who does not give a shit about that dress code whatsoever. Like, they've explained to me before that they have walked in front of the principal with their shoulders out, and he just didn't care, apparently, or something like that. Which is a little counterintuitive. If you're a principal and you make a rule, you should probably enforce it, instead of just not doing anything about it when you see it. But I don't know. Oh, okay, that was not good. That was not a good situation. Let's try again. I do like Ninja, actually. I'm sorry for dissing you. I got 9 silver from that? Really? Damn. Okay. I should probably focus on the game more. I've just been yapping. I'm gonna take a few seconds just to... I didn't know I was such a yapaholic today. But to be fair, there's not much to talk about in Megamonk. It's just kind of like, oh, this happened. Damage to elites. Oh, look, I got an achievement. Woohoo! You know, I think talking a little bit more about my personal life, you know, at least it gets like, I'll explain it. I don't know how to explain a lot of shit, but it makes it like when I talk about stuff like that, y'all understand me more and where I'm coming from when certain shit happens. And I really like transparency when it comes to a YouTuber and their audience. Like, a lot of, like, YouTubers should, talk about, like, more about their personal lives, and what I mean by that is, like, what they're comfortable with and shit. Kind of like, animation YouTubers and how most of their, animations are about, okay, there's Boss Portal, are about, stuff from their personal lives. I like that type of content. It establishes more of a connection, between the audience and the YouTuber. So it's not just like a one-sided thing. But then there's the other side of the spectrum, which is parasociality, which is just gross. We don't talk about parasocial stuff. I swear to God, if you're parasocial, please get help. But anyways, but yeah, I think a well-established connection that's not too weird should be made. And there's definitely certain lines to cross there, like YouTubers shouldn't have to talk about like all their personal like details of their life, or like or about trauma or anything like that, unless it's for awareness reasons. There's also the whole drama perspective on it. There is a YouTuber who used to be really popular until he got allegations. Wilbursit. If you guys don't know who Wilbursit is, he was a really popular Minecraft YouTuber, and then got allegations of him abusing his ex. And it was really sad, because I liked his music, Lovejoy, and I personally liked his content, so hearing that he was an abuser was kind of sad. Then he came back, like, a year later, and said how, like, he has a side in this, but he doesn't want to explain it, because it's too personal. Which I guess is fair, but like, I don't know what you expect from your audience when you just say that, oh, I have a side, but it's too personal for me to explain. I don't know what you expect your audience to kind of react with that. I think a lot of people are kind of disappointed in that, and personally I was too, because like, if you have abuse allegations and you have stuff that actively disproves it, then why hide it? But then there's also the thing he said, or he thinks that drama should be settled not by like making a whole stream or YouTube or anything like that, but like for like just behind the scenes, which I guess is also kind of true. I don't think everything, like all the drama should be made public unless it gets to a really bad point where awareness needs to be spread. And in Shelby's case, when she came out with the abuse allegations, I guess that was also kind of fair. But yeah. I think certain stuff should be said. I think boundaries should be set. This is actually a better one. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. If you don't agree with me, then I'd like to hear why. Or if you don't understand much of what I said, then I'd also like to hear what you didn't understand, so I could like clarify it or something. I'm not the most coherent person, I understand that. I do tend to trail off a lot from my original point, which is something I kind of want to fix, but it's not something I can really help. And it's happened a majority of times throughout this video, which is stuff you could probably point out. Ooh, okay, bad spot, bad spot, bad spot, bad spot, bad spot, bad spot. Poison flask. This is a bad spot. But yeah, please, if you don't understand anything I said, or if you disagree with me, and would like to talk or something, I don't know, just comment. I like engaging with my community most of the time, when it's not just one comment. I actually used to do that when I was a drama YouTuber. By the way, I don't recommend being a drama YouTuber. That shit sucks. Probably the worst years of my life when was when I was a drama YouTuber. I did used to talk a lot then, but a lot of those times those comments disagreeing with me didn't really go anywhere, and it turned really hostile really fast, and a simple "why do you think this?" turned into a 70 comment long argument. No, I am not lying. But yeah, just I like to keep things respectful a lot of the times, but there are, yet again, boundaries that can be crossed that will make me not oh, I may be cooked here. Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, lifesteal. Lifesteal, please. I mean, yeah. There are arguments that should be respectful, but there are arguments that also can't really be respectful, if you know what I mean. I guess a good example would be like... What would be a good example, actually? I may be eating my words here, chat. I'm trying really hard to justify my claim. Find a good example to explain what I mean. Okay, so say there's an argument in the group chat, right? Say there's an argument in a group chat, and this is actually kind of personal because I did also just have an argument with the group chat, but that's yet again personal stuff that I'd rather not leak onto YouTube. But for the sake of an example, I'm going to kind of use that formatting. So say there was an argument in the group chat. Some guy said something that another guy didn't like, and now there's an argument. If that one guy defends himself, well, okay. I can't just refer to somebody as just one guy, because then it gets confusing really fast. Okay, so one guy... Okay, I died. So one guy isn't happy with two guys' statement. Whether it be racist, homophobic, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just know that one guy isn't happy with two guys. But one guy can't get his emotions across and ends up explaining his side, but like really argumentative and is like really hostile about it. So he may be right, but like the way he went about it wasn't correct. There are times where an argument can get really hostile. Like if, let's say one guy is throwing slurs at two guys. That, I'd say that is a fair point to get like mad. Like, dude, you could have just like not thrown slurs. Like I can get mad at an argument as well because like some shit just pisses me off and it's really dumb. Like if I'm not comfortable with something, then like you should respect that. And they're like justifying that isn't just like, that's like justifying is just gonna piss me off more. Like that's not solving anything by you trying to justify your side. But yeah, I usually try to keep arguments civil and try not to get pissed off unless something, you know, pisses me off. But yeah, always try to... Can you run on water? Okay, no. It's just really shadow water. But yeah, always try to keep an argument civil. Don't try to, like, start anything. If somebody starts a fight with you, then at that point, just try to finish it. I'm not a violent guy. I think I didn't even defend myself when I got into a fight one time where this kid got pissed at me for bumping into him and then just decided to beat me up. That was a fight I probably should have defended myself in. And I had people be like, why didn't you defend yourself? I'm not a fighter. Like, I don't like fighting. And fighting just doesn't resolve anything. So when I take punches, sure, I may let the attacker win, but also, it's just better not to resort to violence a lot of the times. At least in my... Oh my god, bro, I suck. Okay, maybe I'm just not good at Ninja. I don't like his weapon. Let's do Mega Chad. Because I actually like his weapon. I like Aura. But yeah, I'm not saying not to defend yourself in fights. If you are a fighter, then and somebody attacks you, self-defense. Like, I'm all for self-defense, but in my case, I'm not a fighter, and I don't think violence really solves anything. Most of the time, it just leads to, well, more violence. Like, fighting fire with fire is not gonna help anything. I'm sorry. I'm sure I've stressed that point more than 10 times at this point. But you know, I'm just trying to get the message across, if you know what I mean. Sorry. This music is so fucking good. I just had to, like, stop talking and just, like, this music's good. Just appreciate some music. You know, sometimes you just gotta stop and appreciate life. You know, don't always get into fights like I did when I was a drama YouTuber. And, you know, just kind of, like, take it slow. Oh, what? Okay, I actually thought of a better example. Sorry, I keep continue to yap, and I'm so sorry. But like, I just thought of a better example of like stuff that pisses me off when I'm trying to keep something civil. And I don't really care. This is something more personal, but the guy isn't in my life, or the guy isn't in my life anymore. And I'd rather just spread awareness. Oh, please don't go up. I beg of you. Please. Please. Okay. But basically, me and one of my old friends, were having a chat about, what we identify as, or just what people identify as, such as, like, non-binary and transgender and so, just that kind of stuff. And and they asked the question, and I answered it, and I said at the start, hey, fellow non-binary here, because I'm non-binary, and I kind of answered that question with, letting them know that I was non-binary, so I could pretty much answer that question. It's a long thing that I'd rather not explain that, about. But after I clarified to them that I was a non-binary, this other guy decided to just ruin the fun and started forcing his religion on me. That, to me, will piss me off so bad. I do not care what your religion is. Like, I genuinely don't care. Like, you could have, you could be Muslim, you could be Christian, you can be a Jew. I don't care. Like, as long as you're not forcing religion on me, then, you know, I'm chilling. Like, we're chilling. Like, like, I can be friends with a Muslim, and I'd be chill with them, and I respect their stuff, because I know, they have a whole thing that's, that forbids them from a lot of stuff. That was a real bad run. Because I know the Islam religion has a lot of stuff that they forbid, I'm pretty sure. If I remember my history classes correctly. And I'd be sure to, you know, respect them. You know, respect their religion and shit like that. But, like, this guy was just forcing his religion and telling me to find God and shit like that. And I was like, dude, fuck off. That is a time that I have genuinely gotten pissed off. Like really, really pissed off. Like, badly pissed off at somebody. Because, like, dude, why can't you just respect that I'm non-binary? Like, just keep religion out of this shit. But not everybody can do that, and that's really sad to me. But yeah, because of that experience, I'm not really a Christian anymore. Well, I wasn't really a Christian leading up to it, but I was I was kind of on the fence about it. You know, my family's very Christian, except for a few people, but especially my grandma. My grandma is really religious. And I respect that she is Christian and I'm not, and she respects that. And she respects that I'm probably not. Well, I don't think she knows that I'm not Christian, but her son or my uncle isn't religious, and she knows that, and she still respects him, even though if it makes her a little sad. Which is so fine. Like, I understand that. God, where was I going with this? Here we go again, where I just forget my entire train of thought. I'm trying to remember, bro. This sucks, man. I hate having a bad sense of thought. Or a bad train of thought. But, basically, any semblance of me being a Christian was kind of gone that day. Because I realized that Christianity, isn't really what I believed in anymore. I don't believe that Jesus, or not Jesus, God, I don't believe that God created humans from mud or whatever. I don't believe in the fact that Jesus died and then came back 3 days later. Like, to me, that's biologically impossible. And I just don't believe it. I do believe, however, that a God probably does exist. I mean, there has to be some reason for that. Or the reason for the universe starting. But yeah, I just kind of realized that, like, I didn't really believe in Christianity anymore. And now I'm just not religious. I guess you could say, I don't really know if atheism... Oh, well, I think atheism is just not believing in the God. So, I'm not sure. But yeah. I don't really believe in religion anymore. As a lot of them don't really make sense, but of course I'll still respect. Okay, I was drinking Coke. This is not good. Ow. But yeah, after that, I guess another reason would be, like, Christianity is, like, more of a religion that is used to justify hate, against queers and stuff like that, and yet again, I hate that. I don't like that that's something that just happens. Or is something that's used to justify that stuff. Because it's bullshit. Like, and I had a lot of people rush to my defense in that case. Because a lot of people also think that that's just arbitrary. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yeah. Fuck, man. I'm having a really bad, game day. Or game episode, whatever. I think I'd rather spread my message than do good at a video game, though. Let's go back to Fox. Let's go back to our better and better. There we go. But yeah. Like, I just think at that point... Actually, I think I hate losing train of thought. Probably one of my worst qualities about me. But yeah, I hate the fact that religion is used, especially Christianity, is used in a way to justify homophobia and shit like that. And it's stupid. And the people who rushed to my defense at that time, who also thought it was arbitrary, looked into the sources he put, because he put sources to justify that trans people are like pedophiles or whatever, and that no, I think it was just the queer community in general are just pedophiles, and that trans people are more suicidal, which is stupid. I don't think anybody would just go trans and then kill themselves. That just doesn't make sense. And he provided sources to it. But the thing about these sources was that if you looked into them, like, for a minor amount, you'd see that it just contradicts his claims absolutely. Like, I think one of the sources, the one that he put to justify or to prove that his claim that transphobia is more or trans people are more suicidal, which is arbitrary, is true, or to prove his point in that fact. Like, that article that he sent apparently said that that it was true that trans people may be more suicidal, but it wasn't because they were trans. It was because of people bullying them because they were trans, which I think is true. Like, and I'm not trying to spread hate here, but like the queer community, along with like African Americans and women like that, are one of the many oppressed groups, and they're not suicidal because they're who they are. They're suicidal because they're being bullied for expressing who they are. And I hate that. I hate the fact that that's how this world works. And it sucks. Genuinely, it sucks. Like, you can believe in whatever religion you want, but when you say, hey, God said, or Jesus said this about gay people, then it's just stupid. And the fact that he tried to justify his claim by pulling sources that were just incorrect, it's just so stupid to me. As for the queer community being more pedophiles, I think there was something on that, but I can't remember. I think it was something about the sample size they took, or whatever. I don't doubt that there are pedophiles in the queer community, but like, a bad apple shouldn't spoil the bunch. Like, that's yet again arbitrary to me. Oh god, I need more stuff. I need more stuff, chat. I'm only level 6. God, I hate this move so much. It sucks so much. Ouch. Shield. Just gonna skip that one. I'm just gonna skip that one. Ooh, hopefully ooh, ow, ow, ow. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Ooh, this is a new one. Oh, this is one of the new ones. Yeah, okay, I was so cooked there. I was actually so cooked there. Okay, I should lock in, bro. I should lock in. But yeah, I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. You know, just don't spread hate on the internet, man. Like, just be respectful, please. And I will not allow racism, homophobia, any of that shit in my community. Absolutely not. Like, ow. Like, I don't want to foster a community that was, like, the exact same as the bad side of the part I grew up on. Like, I just would rather not. I'm getting so tired of thinking while playing a game, bro. But I'm gonna keep going either way. But yeah, I'd say I didn't grow up on a good side of the internet when I was growing up. Especially Roblox, which in my opinion has one of the worst communities right now. And when I was growing, it was a little better growing up or beforehand, but it's definitely gotten a lot worse. And there is just a lot of shit, especially where I grew up, that I'd just rather not have somebody else go upon. And in my time of need, I didn't have anywhere to go to except to just suck it up and stop being sensitive. I want to have a space to, for people to relax and, just be safe and express themselves. Which is also a goal of that one YouTuber I was, talking about earlier. And I totally agree with that goal, and I support it. Like, as somebody who also didn't grow up on a good side of the internet, or just in life in general, yeah, I don't want people to go through what I went through. I'm refreshing this. I'm not gonna go too personal. I'm just gonna say that I didn't have a good household growing up. And I didn't really have a safe place to go to. And I had to rely on people who weren't always there for me, growing up. And as I've said before, I want to be a person who helps some person through their struggles. Despite the fact that I find it hard to comfort somebody who's crying. But I think it doesn't matter how well I comfort somebody. Like, I can just be like, oh, it's okay. Oh, like, you'll be fine. Like, I don't care if that's me. I just want to be the person who tried to comfort somebody, or just comfort somebody no matter the outcome, or whatever. It's hard to explain what I mean. Like, hold on. I'm thinking about it a lot here, like how to get out of this fucking sandstorm. But yeah, of course, I don't want to be the guy who made a situation worse for somebody, but I also want to be the guy who at least tried to make somebody feel better instead of just not trying at all. I'd rather try and make somebody feel better than just not try. Because at the end of the day, I don't really care about how much I make somebody feel better. Like, if somebody's depressed, I don't... Okay, this is going to be really hard to explain without sounding like a douchebag. I mean, to be fair, it is a sensitive topic, and you have to be really careful with what words you choose, so I'm trying to be careful here. But, like, at the end of the day, for me, it doesn't matter how much somebody feels better. I mean, I feel good, like, it's good that I made you, like, go from depressed to, oh, I'm at the top of the world. Like, that makes me feel good that I could elevate you that high. But, like, at the end of the day, for me, it boils down to make this guy not feel sad anymore. I don't care how good you feel after. Well, not. Yet again, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, I care. I care how good you feel. But, like, my goal is to make you feel better, not to, like, just have you on a high for a specific amount of time. Just to genuinely make you feel better and try my hardest to make somebody feel better. I've had bad times. I've been sad. I've been depressed. but it's not, like, I'd rather not... I guess what I'm trying to say here is that, like, it doesn't really matter, how... okay, never mind. It's so hard to explain. Because then if I say it how I say it, then it sounds kind of douchebaggy, and it just doesn't make my message sound like what I'm actually saying. Maybe I should probably open my vocabulary so it is so it is easier for me to explain. I have a shit vocabulary, but what I'm trying to say is that I want you to feel better. No matter how good you feel, like, my main goal is to make you feel better. I don't care if you end up on the highest high that you've ever felt and that you feel super happy. I just want you to not. I just want you to not be, to not be sad anymore. Of course, while also still making sure that you are being continuously happy. But my point is, don't be sad. Don't be sad. I hope you guys can understand, because it's kind of, it's so hard for me to explain, I guess. And maybe I'm just stupid, and maybe I'm wrong, or whatever. But at least, if I am wrong, I can learn and explain what I meant better. Actually, we're getting pretty damn far. It's a pretty good run. I mean, I've just put my brain on autopilot for this game and just been thinking about, what I'm, like, the stuff I've been saying. But yeah. Just be happy, guys. You know, it may be hard to find happiness, but at the end of the day, just, like, there's always going to be a light at the tunnel, man. And if you ever need somebody to, like, support you, then, you know, I'm here. I'm here to make you feel somewhat better. But yeah, let's kind of stray away from the sensitive topics. Let's talk about something, I don't know. Something, just anything less sensitive. Okay, bullshit. Okay, I've backed myself into a corner. I may be fucked, I'm so fucked, yeah. Whoops. Okay, we did get 15 silver there. That's actually a lot of silver. Give me more. Alright, let me take a sip of Coke while I think about what topic I want to talk about next. Let's talk about some more hobbies I do. I write. And I don't mean I'm right as in the direction or the political group. I mean I write as in W-R-I-T-E. Probably shouldn't have clarified that, but you know. Just wanted to make sure. You know, my brain works different ways. But yeah, I write a lot. Well, not too much. Only when I really feel like I can write. Mainly when something emotional happens or something like that. But I write stories. Stories that come into my brain, and I just need to just get it all out on paper. And I feel like that's something I've been succeeding in. I feel like that's been something I've been succeeding in, because I've been writing a lot. I've been writing for like almost a year now. I think I started writing in January, like January 30th or something like that. And I really enjoy writing because it allows me to be more creative and such. And although a lot of my topics that I write about aren't really for the faint of heart, like, there's some stuff I'll be talking about, or I'll be describing my stories, because usually I'm the narrator, like always. There's some stuff I'll talk about that gets really gory at some points, and there's this one specifically that talks about, well, not really in detail, but, you know, it's still a little gory. And the whole sample I give is that, two people, which are the protagonists, rob a gas station and end up killing a couple people. In some gruesome ways as well. Which I get. If you're not into that kind of stuff, then I get it. I mean, and it's a remake as well, because the original story started back in February when I was like a beginner, and it's shit. So I made a remake, and I think the remake version is or not the remake version. The old version is a lot gorier. But yeah, if you don't like that, then I get it, you know. Not everybody's gonna be into what I write. And I try to pick stories that I think my friends will like, because I usually show them to my friends. I don't know if I'm ever going to post a doc of one of my stories onto YouTube or such. I don't know, I feel like I'm not at that level yet. But I always try to think about what story my friends may like, which all of them are action. And by the way, me writing is a direct reason. I worded that poorly. It's a direct cause from my manga collection. I love manga so much that, like, and Corey inspired me as well. Corey X Kenshin with his manga, which is really good. It has some stuff in it, but it's good, I'd say. Him, you know, following his dream and making a manga really inspired me, and kind of made me want to make a manga, but I can't fucking draw. So whenever I do get to that point of, like, oh, I think I can, like, make a manga now, I'll probably get either an artist friend or just hire somebody, I don't know, to, you know, draw my story into a manga and stuff like that. Let's refresh, see if we can get the shield. Okay, nope. Oh, actually, maybe the size one. No, I didn't want shield. I want shield. I want the shield one. But yeah, there's been a couple I've been working on. One of which I will spoil a little bit, because I haven't really revealed it yet to any of my friends. But as you guys know, I've been really I may be fucked here, chat. I've been really into Hades 2, which is a game about Greek mythology and shit like that. It follows its own course, but it has a lot of Greek mythology tied into it. So it's basically just splitting itself off from an already existing thing. Awesome, yes! Lightning orb. And that inspired me to kind of make a similar thing about gods and stuff. But, of course, there's probably like 10,000 other stories about gods and shit like that. So I wanted to put my own spin on it. Instead of gods, it's just personifications of different things. There's like personification of light, or the personification of darkness, and other shit like that. But of course, they're not just like, oh, this guy has light powers, right? Or this person has dark powers. Like, there's certain debuffs they have. Like, for example, the personification of darkness is weaker in light, and vice versa for light. where they're, you know, stronger in light, weak in dark. It's the whole thing. You know, there's this one character, who's the the personification of, I don't know how to get this. Who's the personification of speed. And the downside to that is that they literally cannot slow down. They have to keep running all the time. And that, and basically for them to stand still, which they can't stand still. They have to be running in place if they want to, like, stay still. And even then, they're still moving. They're still moving super fast by running in place. And then they can just move super fast, I guess. Oh, I already have these. Where is... Oh, Jesus, we've already killed 1,000 people. Okay. Oh, wow, that ended really quickly. That ended super quickly. Ooh. But yeah, that's just a little... That's just a little... snapshot of story I've been making and stuff. And there's a lot more a lot more mind I'm gonna put into it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we got 10 from that. It's actually pretty decent. What do you do? A 25% chance to summon lightning when hitting enemies. Lightning can now stun enemies. Ooh. Do I unlock anything else? I got 2, right? Oh, it may be in here. It's not in here. What did I just unlock then? Let's see if I can find it here. I don't think it was tomes. Oh yeah, it was this. So this book here. What is that book? Where is that book? Oh, is this tome slot? What? Oh, it was this. I think. Oh, give me another weapon. Oh, never mind. I don't have enough silver. Good. Alright. Onwards. See Clank again. Anyways, there has been this one challenge I put myself onto. Because I was starting to slow down when it came to writing, which was to write 100 chapters. And if you're a friend of mine on Discord, then I have a status that says 3 out of 100. And basically what that means is I have written 3 chapters out of the 100 I plan to write. So yeah, I have a long way to go. I do have some chapters that I've written that are currently in production. So those will be added on later once I finish them. I think I have about 2 that I'm still currently writing. But basically, I've split it up into about 5 stories. 1 mysterious, 3 I've already showed to my friends, and then the one with the personifications I just explained. So it's those 5, and I want to write exactly 20 chapters for each. Some I've already started. Hold on, I'm going to drink some more Coke. Some I've already started. One's at 5 chapters, one's at like 19. Actually, I think I'm writing the 20th chapter for one. I I don't really want any of these either. Oh, I'll take shield. I'll happily take shield to though. And then one's at 2, and then the other, another one is, you're gonna have a finished chapter yet. I think one has like 12 or so, or something like that. But I haven't revisited that in a while, so it's gonna be a little hard to remember a lot of the story elements. I'm about to reread it. Actually, I think that one also has a chapter that's under progression. So, like, there's like 4 out of the 5 stories that have a current chapter under progression right now. Yet again, it's been a while since I've gone back to it, so, like, and I don't have the best memory, if you guys couldn't tell already. What are those what are those purple coins? Are those purple coins just, like, worth more? I just saw it. I don't know what it means. My friend is gonna have a blast watching this video. Basically, I have a friend who has watched all the, or almost all of the Mega Bonk videos. I don't think they've watched the past 3 yet. Because they've been pretty busy. I don't really want any of these. Oh, I can just banish one. Okay. I guess that lessens up the pool. I didn't know I could do that. I thought banish just meant, like, not do anything. And then I was like, well, what's the skip for? But now I know what the skip is for and what the banish is for, so. Have a fun ride there, little tumbleweed. I'm about to collect you. Ooh, I'm about to collect you. Ooh, I'm about to collect you. I got you. Ow, ow. 22! 22! 22. Oh man, my brain is gonna need some rest after this one, bro. I'm doing nothing, bro. I'm doing jack. Get some upgrades. I get that double. I get this one as well. Thank you. Ages. I'll take that. Ow. Okay, I weak blocked it. No, you don't. Get over here, gold. Get over, gold. Get over, gold skeleton. Okay. This is where we run. This is where we run for the hills. I've been in the hills, fucking dudes. Oh. Oh. This is a stupid reference I just made. Jesus Christ, bro. Are you sure you're a scorpion and not some sort of, like, machine, bro? What? God damn, bro. That move sucks. I hate it so much, and I wish it would die. Scorpion Nissy, can you die, please? Okay, I'm actually, like, starting to hurt now. This is not good. Oh. Leave me alone! Yeah. Holy, okay. Alright, well, I think I'm about done. I think I did more yapping. I think I did more yapping than playing. You know, it's all good. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I hope I got a lot of my points across clearly as possible. If I said anything controversial, please let me know. Because I either may back down and clarify or not back down. It kind of depends on your opinion. But yeah, if you have any questions on anything I said while yapping, please tell me in the comments. I know this video is a little more yap heavy than, you know, comedy based. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.